Making a quiche. I like to think of a quiche as honestly just a way to like clean out the fridge with things that are like, you know, gonna go bad or I don't have any other plans to use them. So first things first, I have this a store-bought deep dish pie crust here. You definitely want to make sure you get the deep dish just because I do fill it pretty heartily. You're literally just gonna keep it in this same exact pan. Get your oven preheated to 350 and we are gonna go ahead and par bake this first. I always par bake it because I can't stand a soggy crust. This quiche, I'm going to be using green pepper, the rest of my chopped onions and green pepper, and I'm gonna be using these chicken sausages, which are from Aldi. So I've got my pie crust is pre-baked. I put it in, like I said, in the same tin at 350 for about 15 minutes. Okay, so I've got a pan over like low-ish heat, and I've got my chicken sausages. I used about 2 out of the pack, green pepper and onion. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that to my pan. And to that, I am going to go ahead and add, I'm gonna add like a good tablespoon of butter. So I've got my veggies and my sausage cooked. So basically you just want to let it kind of sweat down, as they say, you know, just kind of till it gets, see how it's like translucent and glistening, just so all the flavors kind of marry together, you know, so it's like a par bake basically. So I just cooked that for like, maybe like 5 minutes, honestly. This next part is completely customizable. So here I have my little Ninja blender. And to that, I am going to add egg whites, cottage cheese, eggs, and milk, okay? You do not have to use the egg whites or the cottage cheese. I solely use this to bulk up some protein and to kind of stretch my eggs. So this part is completely up to you. To here, I have added a 1/4 cup of egg whites, about 2/3 cup of cottage cheese, 4 eggs, and like a little under a 1/2 cup of milk. Another thing I want to add, you do not need this, okay, this contraption. I'm only doing this to blend the cottage cheese. If you're not going to use the cottage cheese, you can simply just whisk this in a bowl as you would to make scrambled eggs. So to this, I'm going to go ahead and add 1 teaspoon of garlic powder and a teaspoon of black pepper. All right, I've got my egg mixture combined. I've put my veggies and my meat in a mixing bowl. You're gonna go ahead and add your scrambled egg mixture in. And to that, I'm going to go ahead and add my cheese. I am using a mixture of Swiss and Gruyere, or Gruyere, however they say it. You can honestly use whatever cheese you want. I've used cheddar, I've used Swiss alone, whatever. So I'm gonna add about, I'd probably say like 1.5 cups. And you're just gonna go ahead and mix that up. Actually, I lied. I'm gonna go ahead and just add the whole fucking bag. Okay, so that's all mixed up. So basically, it should just be like, basically like the way it should, excuse me, should look in a pan before you're gonna like make an omelet. You're just gonna go ahead and put this into your pie shell. Obviously, if you have a little bit left over, like I do, because sometimes I do that, it's fine. You just don't want this to like, you don't want to pour it all in there if it's going to completely overflow. Okay, so that's pretty much all you're going to do. Put that in. You're going to put this in your preheated oven at 350. I let mine bake for like 50 minutes. No, I did not take it out of the little thing. I just put it in my other pie thing because I wanted to pick it up to show you and it was way too hot. So our quiche should look like this. I like mine a little crispy. So if you don't, I suggest just covering it with foil, but honestly, the little crispy bits make it taste so good. So let my quiche sit for like 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes to kind of let it set up. And it's ready to slice and serve.